Okay, welcome to the command window tutorial. So when you first open Matlab, you should be greeted with this multi-panel layout. On the left is the Files tab, where you can access any files that are stored on your computer. In the middle is the command window with the two arrows. And on the right is the workspace. So when some of you first open Matlab, you might not be able to see this workspace as it might be collapsed. So what you want to do is just put your cursor here and drag it out. Alright, so onto the command window. The important thing to know is that anything you type into the command window is temporary, meaning that it disappears when you close Matlab or clear it. However, it is an incredible tool that you can use for something like quick calculations. So if I wanted to do something like 2 plus 2, I could do it, or something like sine of 1. And like your calculator, it stores the latest value as a variable. So if I type ANS, it will display here. And you can see the variables that you stored in the workplace over here. Alright, so instead of just storing variables automatically, you can store it manually as well. If I wanted x as 10, I can store it here and it is also saved. Alright. Other than numbers, Matlab can also store letters and characters. And letters and sentences, and the variable is called a string. So if I wanted y to equals to something like YMCA, what I would do is just type in the double open comma, and that stores it as a string, as you can see here. So if I ask it to display y, it will give me YMCA. Alright, so as you can see, as we go through that, there's a problem. Every time you type something, it displays what I typed in, like this, and it's kind of distasteful. So how to get rid of that is to do something called a suppression. So what a suppression does is, basically, it's like the name suggests, it suppresses what Matlab outputs. So if I put a suppression, which is a semicolon here, it doesn't display y equals to YMCA. But if I still type display, it will give me YMCA, right? Okay, so another cool function, or something like quality of life function that you can do, is the up arrow. So by pressing up arrow, I can access any of the lines that I've wrote earlier. So if I wanted to change y equals YMCA to y equals to YMCY, I could do that easily. And like this, I wouldn't have to manually type out the whole thing, especially if your line of code is really long, right? And you wanted to change only one letter. This would be the best way to do it. Alright, as you can see, the command window is quite cluttered right now, and I want to clear it. How do I do that? Alright, so the function is CLC. Basically, it clears the command window, but only clearing the command window doesn't clear the variables as stored, as you can see in the workspace. How do you clear the variables that is stored? You want to type clear bus, and that clears everything that's stored inside. Right. Alright, so the last function that you want to learn would be the help function. So if you ever forget how a specific command works, what input it takes, or what it outputs, you don't need to instantly open like a web browser. You can just type help followed by any function name right into the command window. For example, if I wanted to know what the function the function plot means, right, I'll just type help and plot. And you wait a while, and so it gives me all the ways I can use plot. Quite cool. But obviously you can search it manually, but this also helps you do it without having to switch tab. Alright, so the last part of this tutorial will be styling your Matlab. So right now you can see that my screen is all white, and staring at it for long hours is a bit blinding. You can change that by going to the settings. So first you must be in the home tab, then go to settings. Under the appearance tab, you can change from light to dark mode, and that would greatly help you, especially if you're working at night. Now on top of that, you can also change the colors of text. So like something like, you know how your arrow text will appear as red? You can see over here, red. If I wanted to change that, I could also. So those of you who know me know that I like purple, so if I change to purple, it will change to purple as well. Yeah, so that's a cool thing that you can do. But purple is a bit hard to see though. So I'll change it back to red. Yeah.